people these days don't have focus.
Right.
People really lack focus. They can't focus on the same task for even 30 minutes anymore. For example, these small clips and like sound
Right.
bites and takes, people can't even focus anymore, like
Yeah,
before.
consuming content into
Yeah.
those smaller clips or shorts.
Right, because the reason is people have lost their attention span, and it's been going down and down over the last many
Right,
years.
right.
So, for example, before it was like 1 minute, now then it became 30 seconds. Now it's like less than 15 seconds.
Yeah.
You have less than 15 seconds to catch a person's attention online. So why do you think that's happening?
I think one of the bigger causes, if we look at it, and when I look at it as a clinician as well as a clinical psychologist or a therapist, is the idea that the new generation or the newer generation, I would say that people want instant gratification. We want things and we really want them fast. We want fast food. We want to consume content and it has to be fast. We want information that is fast. We don't sit down and do serious sort of the homework. So if you want to do deep work, you want to excel at anything, you want to become an academic, a scholar, a programmer, a writer, all of these things need dedicated time. So without proper time and time management, it just would not happen. So I do think that this idea that everything is happening really fast, right? And this is also what Prophet ﷺ, he said that towards the end times, time will pass very fast. So this is exactly what it means. It's actually a metaphor that people would want, like travel will become faster, things will become faster, and people would want things to be extremely fast. And you see this in our parents' generation as well. They have much more patience because things at their time, it really took time. So what I would say is that find a passion, find a purpose really, and stop just this mad race of consuming content which is based on an algorithm. And one of the things that I think also, it's about the focus part that we talked about in the young people, but also this idea of comparison. Because of social media, everybody compares themselves with everybody else. They don't know their lives deep down just because people share their selfies and pictures of the food, the travels that they make. So this level of narcissism, in a way that I have to put all my life online so that it's open to other people's scrutiny and comments, and creating that false image, I think that is really affecting the young people. And this is one of the reasons as well that young people feel more anxious, because now they just don't compare themselves to the culture they come from, but to a global level, which is good in a way if you do it in a positive manner, in the way that what you want to do and how other people are doing this. But more often than not, this happens in a context where what ends up happening is you're comparing your weight with others, your looks with others, your height with others, your fashion with others. So because of that rat race in which you are always on a pedestal where you have to compare yourself with everybody else, I do think that's why we are losing focus, because we are not focusing on our priorities. So deep work and the idea of doing something good and creative is not actually using the social media platforms, but it's actually creating something beautiful, something meaningful out of your life.